EUGENE Shelby Houlihan removed the proverbial monkey from her back at Saturday's Prefontaine Classic, while all of Caster Semenya's competitors got a good view of her back en route to yet another runaway, record-setting victory for the South African. Houlihan of Portland's Bowerman Track Club won the 1,500 meters in a world-leading 3 minutes, 59.06 seconds, and dipped under the 4-minute barrier for the first time by outkicking two others down the final straightaway. Semenya, the two-time Olympic champion at 800 meters, ran alone down the backstretch of her half-mile. Meanwhile, after no serious challenger emerged en route to the fastest 800 meters ever on American soil, in 1 minute, 55.92 seconds. The time broke Maria Matola's previous record. Afterward, Semenya deflected talk of a new IAAF rule that could limit her ability to compete at the distance in the future, while instead entertaining a discussion about what it will take to break the 35-year-old world record. "Now it's no longer about running hard," she said of a potential record chase. "It's about running smart." How much longer she's dominating the 800 remains to be seen. In April, Track and Field's international governing body revealed new regulations that will prohibit women middle-distance runners with naturally high levels of testosterone, such as Semenya, from competing in the 400 meters, 400 hurdles, 800, 1,500 and mile unless the levels are reduced through medication. Those who choose not to reduce their testosterone will be allowed to run either against men or in intersex competitions. "I don't want to talk about it because I'm here to perform," Semenya said. "To be honest, I'm just an athlete. It's nothing I can do, nothing I can say about that. Her running did the talking." Semenya tucked behind a pacer for a 57.9-second first lap before cruising to her 8th career performance under 1:56. American record holder Raji Wilson was second in 1 minute 56 seconds and 86 milliseconds, and former University of Oregon NCAA champion Raven Rogers took a break from her studies, she'll graduate in 2 weeks, to finish 7th in 1 minute 59 seconds and 36 milliseconds. Semenya was pleased because her splits were nearly identical, which is part of running smart, she said. She also mentioned, joking or not, that maybe she will one day compete in the marathon. Houlihan turned in another of the day's signature performances after coming down from a month of altitude training in Mammoth Lakes, California, to run a personal best and lead 4 runners under 4 minutes. Breaking the 4-minute barrier was her long-held big goal, and the training that preceded Saturday's race led her to believe achieving it was possible. "This feels good to get this off my back," she said. Houlihan, Bell lap leader Jenny Simpson and Laura Muir came off the race's final curve jockeying for the lead in a 3-wide tie before Houlihan overtook them in the second lane. The top 4 finishers broke the 4-minute barrier, with Muir second in 3 minutes 59 seconds and 30 milliseconds, and Simpson, a medalist in the most recent Olympics and Outdoor World Championships, third in 3 minutes 59 seconds and 37 milliseconds. "Going into the Bell lap I was like, I feel really good right now, I just hope I can just stay strong," said Houlihan, whose training this year has been more focused on the 5,000 than the 1,500. "I was able to. In the pole vault, the former American record holder beat a crop of younger competitors in what served as her goodbye to Hayward Field before its demolition and reconstruction next month." Both Jen Sir and Eliza McCartney cleared a meet record 15 feet, 11 inches before missing at 16-3/4, and the 36-year-old Sir won because of her fewer misses at an earlier height. "It was significant because of the competition, because I had to make a third attempt make, I had to make a first attempt make, it was competing," Sir said. While Sir made her first attempts on her first 2 heights, Rio Olympics gold medalist Caterina Stefanidi surprisingly needed 3 tries to clear her first height, at 15-1, and missed all 3 attempts at 15-5 to finish 7th. Sandy Morris, the indoor world champion and American record holder, was third at 15-5. Before Saturday, Sir hadn't competed at the Pre-Classic in 8 years and a Diamond League meet in 3. She says she's not a good traveler and gets homesick while traveling in Europe. But she made the trip as an homage to the 99-year-old stadium, whose historic East Grandstand sits just feet from the pole vault pits. "This meet was really important to me," she said. "It was the last time it was going to look like this and I just wanted good memories. I've had great memories here before and I just wanted one last one." She would have never had the opportunity to make that memory if she'd stuck to her plan of retiring after last season. She was done, she said, with her passion gone in part because she found the track and field's problems depressing. Her husband, who also serves as her coach, persuaded her to continue, and a part-time move from New York to East Texas, to be closer to where her poles are produced, has left her reinvigorated. Rio Olympic champion Shai Miller UIBO of the Bahamas used a punishing last 80 meters to easily claim a 400-meter victory in 49.52, the world's fastest time this year. Former Oregon Duck and reigning world outdoor champion Phyllis Francis was second in 50.81. "I didn't see Miller UIBO coming until probably the last 50 meters to go," said Francis, who ran in the 6th lane. She added she was not too stoked with the time but was pleased with her fast start. Francis's first race outdoors this year was also her last at Hayward in its current state. A day before, she had spoken of being excited for the change that would come from the redesigned facility, but sentimentality had kicked in by the finish. "Now it's starting to hit me," Francis said. In other events, Geneve Russell charged in the final 50 meters of the 400 hurdles to win in 54.06 and edge runner-up Delilah Muhammad by 0.03 of a second. In the 100, Marie-Josée Talu of Ivory Coast, the silver medalist at last year's World Championships, won in 10.88. World gold medalist Tori Bowie was fifth in 11.03 before being helped off the track by race officials after suffering a reported leg injury. The 5,000 produced the season's 6 fastest times, led by reigning indoor 3,000-meter gold medalist Jens Bidibaba in 14 minutes 26 seconds and 90 milliseconds in her outdoor debut this year. That was nearly 4 seconds faster than runner-up and Ethiopian compatriot Letizambet Giddy. Andrew Grafe, Oregonian.com @AndrewGrafe.